That's the main battery of the USS Wisconsin. 3 16-inch guns. And that's turret number 2. This is one of the guns in turret number 1. When these barrels go off, there's a great belch of flame, lots of smoke as a rule, and if you're watching, you can see the projectile go through the air. And the projectiles will go a distance of over 20 miles. Now you see all 3 guns. These guns can fire 2 rounds a minute. They have to be completely level in order to reload. And each gun requires 6 bags of gunpowder that weigh 120 pounds. And that goes in behind the projectile. And the projectile weighs anywhere from about 2,300 to 2,800 pounds.
Okay, faster than it. She said, okay.
There's the anchor chain, keeping the 2 anchors up on the side of the ship. And then there's the jack staff, and that's the jack. It's the blue field with the 50 stars from the American flag, and that always flies whenever a ship is in port. But once the ship goes out to sea, it always is taken down.
She's in jail.
Hi, Gracie.
Poor Gracie's in jail.
Can you say hi? Hi, Gracie.
Hi.
They're all the Gaynors, and they're standing just outside the Admiral's working area. It's known as the Flag Bridge. That's where the Admiral and his staff take command of the task group or the task force. These are the windows on the navigation bridge. It's identical to those of the USS Missouri, and that's where I stood my watches. That back window, the after window, we had a little desk right in front of that, and that's where I would stand and keep the ship's log. The steering is inside the bridge in a great big, huge, 19-inch thick steel conning tower, and that's where the steering wheel and the controls for the speed are located. We're standing on what's known as the fantail of the ship. This is the very back end. A lot of things happen back here. Originally there were 2 planes that could be fired off from the side of the ship. They were regular warplanes, but they could land in the water, and then there was a great big derrick that would pick them up out of the water and put them back on board the ship. They got rid of those shortly after World War II, and the helicopters took over. So now we have helicopter landing pad on the fantail. This is also where, in warm weather, every single night there would be a movie screen put up, and everybody could come back here and sit on the deck or bring back chairs and watch a movie. This is the Wisconsin's wardroom, and it's where the ship's commissioned officers had their meals, and where they could have meetings if the captain or the executive officer called a meeting. Enlisted men are not allowed in here unless they were on watch and they had been directed to bring perhaps a message to someone who is having a meal in here. This is the executive officer's cabin, and as you can see, it's really made up of 2 rooms, and it's really very comfortable. Steel all around, of course, but he has a couch and a table where he can sit with others. He has his own desk, computer, telephones, everything he needs. But off over here is his room where he could sleep. Stewart hasn't done a very good job making up his bed. And his bathroom is in through there. Actually, it's called a head, not a bathroom on board a ship. Shower. Had some portholes where he could open them up and get a little air in here if it was hot. Plenty of storage room. But then he was the executive officer who is the second in command on the ship. Captain's cabin isn't open today as we tour the ship. It's under renovation. It's even bigger than this. We're inside the Nauticus Museum now, and look at the size of this flag. It's 3 stories high.